one, you're looking at the JU88A. This is a defensive armored loadout. I'm gonna go ahead and drop all these bombs on that area. And just like that, took out 15. So if you want to do things just like that, stay tuned for grand operations. Okay, so this is the JU88A with the armor fuselage loadout. Gonna bomb this AA gun at A first because we're on the attacking side. And on grand operations, you actually get to go up against the British instead of the Americans. Alright, so I'm gonna head and resupply. And then you're actually gonna hit this area directly in the middle. This is a high traffic area when you're attacking. You can actually get a decent amount of kills right there in that middle area. So right there, I managed to get 9. And gonna resupply. Okay, so the reason why we're going with this loadout instead of the other loadout that has the extra 16 40 kg bombs is because on that loadout you don't get the armored fuselage. On this one you do. Makes a huge difference for you can survive and complete the map. That's our objective. We want to be able to have the plane to the end. So another thing I'd actually recommend is, unless you have like the best, tail gunners in the world, you actually want to lock up your squad. That way you can quickly hop into, F3 position, tail gunner, like what I'm going to do right here, and mow these guys down. So 2 sniper campers right there, be able to mow them down just fine. Okay, so we're still at the first sector. We're going to take out this AA gun at Bravo, because if we don't, he's just going to mow us down. We don't want that. And cool. So the other AA gun is down, of course, until they repair it. But it gives us enough time to do a few bombing runs, so something to keep in mind. So I usually like to bomb a bunch of guys like at one set area in a circular area. But I'm actually going to carpet bomb right there because I saw them kind of all lined up. So that actually worked out. Ended up getting 7 right there. Okay, so all resupplied, headed back in. Now if you're new to my channel, I'm a big fan of like bombing areas that have smoke because that tells me that there could be some eggs there. So bomb that area, end up getting 7. So that's a pretty good run. Okay, we're at the second sector now. This is actually my favorite sector because you can get like a ton of kills at this bridge primarily, the A bridge. And yep, just like that. Yep. Took out 9 right there.
I saw that 500 damage.
So you guys are going to absolutely love this area, the second sector. Here's another reason for it. I'm going to just line up these reticles, bomb the hell out of that bridge again. And oh my god, look at that. I mean, it's insane. 12 kills right there. Okay, so here's a little tip. If you don't see, the enemy team flared, aim for the area around the smoke or a little bit in front of it. Because there's why. I mean, just look at that. I mean,
550.
11 kills right there. And basically, you want to keep doing this. Just bombing the living hell out of this bridge until you have taken the sector. You might as well enjoy this sector. I mean, it's amazing. You just really rack up monster kills. It's really cool. And I get the whole thing about wanting to have extra, 16 bombs that you could get with the other loadout. But in reality, these 4 500-pound bombs is going to more than do it. It's not like you're trying to bomb like 30 people at the bridge. There's going to be a set amount of people at the bridge and a set amount of people, at B side. Alright, so like I mentioned, we're just going to keep hitting this bridge until we have taken the sector. And the nice thing again about this loadout is, if you have like AA shooting at you, Fliegerfaust and so on, it can actually tank quite a bit.
Nice, enemy crashed. They usually give us points for that.
So here's a little tip. There's actually another AA gun. It's right here, and there's no one right here. So the second one you're probably aware of by now.
Oh
but
yeah, 300.
The other one I mentioned is going to be a pain, so just something to keep in mind. Okay, so now that the AAs are down, I still feel as though I need to get a little bit higher than normal, so I'm going to drop these. And oh man, that was pretty sweet. So bombed 11 on that run, and I just got a little bit higher, mainly to avoid flicker fast. Okay, and if you look closely at that bridge, you can see a few guys running around. Also, there's smokes. Going to drop everything right in there again. And cool, just like that, took out 9. So, you know, again, second sector, man, you could get monster kills galore. Okay, we're all resupplied. I'm going to head back in there because I see it's still rich up in the A bridge. Drop it all. Now, I do see a mosquito. I'm gonna head after him. Okay, cool, got 6 on that bombing run. And that's a defensive maneuver I would not recommend that he just did. He exposed his entire back to me. Okay, all resupplied again. And like I mentioned, you know, this site, you just pretty much want to keep going for this site. Here's why. Oh yeah, I mean, another 12. I mean, it's just, you guys got to try out Grand Operations. It's just so fun. Okay, there's a mosquito. Oh, he slammed on his brakes. Oh, crap. Well, hand it to him. At least he's trying to put up a fight. Oh, crap. Nose cannon. I gotta take him out quick. Oh, boy. That was close because, you know what? His 6-pounder nose cannon, that thing could took me out, like, super quick. So I finished him off, but that was close. Okay, so the attack worked out well. We have broken through. We're now at the 3rd sector. And it looks like it's pretty rich in this area. Gotta take out that guy on the far right, because that's the AA gun. Alright. I guess nobody was on the AA, but I managed to get a 10 right there. And then tailgating that guy is 11. So really, really nice run right there.
Oh, bomber. Yeah.
Alright guys, something to keep in mind, if you get killed, for instance, in this sector, the 3rd and also final sector, you cannot respawn again in an airplane. It's pretty much survival mode from here on out until the map ends.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all resupplied. We're going to head back into this B site area. Now, keep in mind that little tree, and then also that AA gun that you just saw flashing right there. So remember, the tree is a pack 40, or I should say a 6-pounder, and then of course the other area is an AA gun. Alright, looks like the British team still has a mosquito up. I have got to take this guy out. Yeah, he is in a, technically a fighter bomber, mosquito FB Mark 6. The FB stands for fighter bomber. I'm in a Junkers 88A with a defensive loadout, armor fuselage, and so on, which definitely helps, of course, against AA and Fliegerfaust. But the thing is, I have got to fly this thing like a fighter, so it can be kind of tricky. I do see there's a tank over here. Oh god, I got a mosquito approaching my 6. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Okay, took out that tank flying underneath the bridge. Okay, F3. He's on my 6. Oh boy, come on, come on. Yes, took him out with only 2 HP left, and that is how it is done. And now I get to roll the skies because there is no air support left for their team. Gonna resupply, repair, and I'm gonna go there and bomb the living crap out of all of them. Bring it! Alright, we're still at the 3rd sector. There's a lot of smoke in that area. Gonna bomb that first. Actually, I'm gonna bomb all of it. Okay, I'm glad I did. Took out 6 right there, so that was worth it. Okay, bombs are primed, all resupplied. Gonna hit this highlighted area. Only 3 right there, because I gotta save at least 1 for the AA right there. Cool, got the AA, so what was that, like 5, 6, something like that. Cool, gonna resupply, head back in. Okay, weapons all primed. There's a lot of smoke in the area. Gonna go ahead and bomb the heck out of that smoke area, and then also, of course, that AA gun. And cool. Wow, 9 right there. So another monster kill. And just always keep in mind, you want to use the circle on circle reticles. Alright, gotta help my team. Gotta help them push up and get this Bravo objective. Gonna bomb this tank and some stationary up in there. And oh man, got the tank plus 2 stationary. Wow. So as much as I want to do monster kills right now, I have to take out this AA. I'm going to show you where it's at right here. It's right in that little backyard area of that little house area. Alright, so check it out. Going to go back, resupply, then head back, and then maybe we can get a few more bombing runs. Okay, I noticed we have at least 3 guys on the ground who are assault class. We could probably try to take out that tank. So I'm going to bomb over here instead and provide support over there. And oh boy, okay, cool. Took out 8 and took out the AA. Gonna resupply, head on back, and hopefully there's more tanks. Okay, if you're having a hard time seeing the targets on the ground, switch to your bombardier sight like I just did right there. And I was able to see that tank. If I didn't have the bombardier sight out, I probably wouldn't have seen that tank. So, cool. Took out 6 and took out that tank. Okay, headed in with Tendril Cat this time. Gonna same thing as before. Sweet.
Monster kill.
Yep. Okay, so that's 3rd sector. This time I'm going to show you how to take out the AA guns from a different angle. So one here, where that smoke was at, and one over here in this backyard where these houses are. So, pretty much showed you before, but wanted to show you guys again from a different angle. Okay, so looks like they have the AA built up again. So, got to go in there and bomb it again. And gonna bomb this other area by Bravo. Cool. Got 6 plus got the stationary AA. Okay, with that last bombing run, I think we have enough to take the sector. Yep, looks like we just took it. So I'm gonna help clear the sector and bomb these guys. And cool, that definitely will help them clear the sector. Push up a little bit. Alright, heading back into A site because I want to help our team not just clear the sector, but secure the sector. And gonna hit these tanks right here. Cool. That prevents them from resupplying, but that's basically what they do. Tanks will bunch up in those resupply areas and try to repair themselves. Okay, so I'm showing you my bombardier sight. And right here is where a 6-pounder is. So I end up dropping all my bombs. I should have saved at least one for this AA over here. That's okay. All you gotta do is switch to F3 and you can take out the guys with your tail cannon position, just like that. Okay, I see a bunch at Bravo. I see a tank highlighted. Gotta focus on the tank and whatever else would be collateral. Cool. Took out the tank and took out a total of 4. Alright, so I'm going to head back into Bravo. Gonna hit that smoke, and of course the guys are highlighted. Now after I bomb this, I want you to pay close attention. Right here, I'm going to immediately hit the F3, because we're the attacking team. See? That's why, because there's an AA gun there. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do the same thing again. And as soon as I'm done bombing Bravo, immediately switch to F3. Because you're out of bombs. You've got to do something to get that AA gun off your 6. So cool. So just like that. He's not expecting that. Okay, I'm resupplied, but I have to pre-fire right here because this is the area that they spawn. That guy could get right back on the AA, which looks like he is, so I'm going to bomb that. Okay, took him out and bomb the rest over here. Then I'm going to get an F3 just in case there's Fliegerfausters, you know. You never know. And I've been up for a while, so I got to spray him. Okay, I realized we gotta get Charlie, but I did see a few people highlighted, so there may be a few guys trying to take Bravo back. So I'm gonna bomb that real quick. Then gonna go over here and try to take out this AA. Got a feeling he's back. Yep, see that? See, he was looking at it, trying to repair it, so I'm glad I took him out. Okay, I'm resupplied, but it looks like that AA gun is operational again. Had to take that out immediately before doing my bombing run. Alright, took him out. And, okay, cool. Transport as well, so 2 of them. Looks like that guy's getting help. Okay, we only have a few more tickets left, so I really need to help these guys get Charlie. Gonna bomb a few right here, and then a few in the back, because I got a feeling they're gonna spawn back there. Alright, cool, I call on that. So, hopefully these guys can cap that area after that bombing, and we'll see. Hopefully that was enough. Wow, 75-1. I don't know what's up with my ping, but nonetheless, got the victory on Twisted Steel on Breakthrough. Stay tuned for grand operations on Arras on what they call Frontlines coming up. Alright, this was the opening segment that you guys saw earlier. There's a bunch of guys at the very beginning, right here, so I'm going to drop everything right there. And oh my goodness, look at that, 15 kills, that's a personal record for me. So here we are at Arras Frontlines on Grand Operations. Alright, I realized on that last bombing run my internet connection was kind of crappy, but hey, I still managed to get 15 kills. Looks like it's cleared up. Bombing that area. And then I gotta bomb the AA, gotta pull up. There we go. So as soon as you see that AA, drop your bombs, pull up as far as you can, and hit emergency repair. Cool, the weather has cleared up. Gonna go ahead and try to bomb them right in this area. And oh my gosh! Wow! That Blenheim ran into one of my bombs. I never had that happen before. Wow! So Frontlines is pretty much like tug of war, so by getting that last objective, we ended up getting 3 we gotta get now. And if you're in the mood to mid-air bomb like me, you can do it. You can pretty much do it with any plane. Alright, so with the F3 position, if you keep shooting their props on their planes, for instance the Blenheim, you could pretty much cripple the plane. So I crippled the plane, it forced them to land, and then I just finished them off. So, just like I said earlier, it's like tug of war. So we blew up their other objective, and now they're trying to blow up ours. So I saw them all in that one spot, just go over there, drop them all in that one spot. Pretty simple. So when you're playing this map in this game mode, it's not just all about bombing. You're going to do a lot of strafing, and you're also going to do a lot of tail gunner strafing, like what we're seeing right here. Because you can actually rack up quite a few kills with it. So I'm going to go back around, going to start strafing again with the nose gunner position. And yeah, I only get light machine guns on this loadout, because pretty much your only choice with the Junkers JU88A. But then I switched to F3, I got the upgraded tail gunner position. And look, it's pretty darn sweet. I mean, you know, you can actually get a few kills with it. So right there on that run, 6 kills just from strafing. Not too shabby. Alright, gonna head right back into Charlie objective. This area that's by their main. And your main problem is gonna be the AA gun. So you always gotta make sure you have at least 1 bomb left. And cool. Took out, what, 6 on that run. So we're gonna hit that resupply, and then basically you're right back in it. Okay, resupplied. Didn't even need them highlighted. I mean, yeah, it helps, but they're always gonna be up in this area. Ooh, sweet, got 6 right there. Strafed another. Oh, headshot on that guy. So you may be thinking that the British main base is the only area with an AA gun. Well, nope. There's one right there next to the church. So, just thought I'd show you guys that one. And technically there's another one, it's in the central area, but we don't have to worry about that right now. And they managed to push us back again, so I'm going to bomb that area. And the cool thing about being the defending team is when they attack an area like that, you pretty much know they're all in that area. You just bomb the heck out and get a lot of kills. Okay, hit it back in. Dang, they managed to get it, but I still can bomb quite a few here because obviously they're going to push up to Charlie before they can win the map. So... Alright, I'm already resupplied, heading back in, and oh man, there's a lot right there, so they're really trying hard to win that last objective. Gonna pour everything right into it. And what is that, 8? Yeah, 8. Bombed 8 right there. So as soon as they plant, I mean, you could just bomb them all pretty much. Okay, on that last bombing run, we prevented them from fully destroying the objective. Our guys dismantled it, and so it moved to A. Gonna bomb A. Managed to get 5 on that, so I'm going to resupply here soon. So just like a tug of war, back and forth, back and forth. Now we're back at, what is it, Objective Charlie. Going to hit the AA gun again. And oh crap, yeah, Fliegerfauster's out to get me. I was wondering when they're going to show up. So. Alright, I'm going to head over by the silo at Charlie, bomb a few there, and also a few by this AA gun. Okay, cool. Managed to get, what, 6 on that one? Alright, go resupply, head on back. Alright, we managed to get that objective. See, a Blenheim's up. You know what? I'm gonna mid-air bomb them. Yep. And with the mid-air bombing, don't feel like you just gotta drop one. Just go ahead and drop them all. You can always go resupply right up here. So that was pretty cool. Okay, I think we're close to actually winning this map, so I'm gonna do one final bombing run right up here in Charlie. Yep. 5, not too shabby. Gonna go resupply, but I honestly think we're close to winning this. Victory. Here's my score for Arras Frontlines, and here's my score coming up for both days combined. Hello everyone. Thank you for watching today's episode. You're actually at the specialization segment of today's episode on the JU88A, and this is the defensive loadout, which will give you a armored fuselage. Before I show you my specialization tree, I'm going to actually show you the skin I have on it real quick. So let's take a look at that. Alright. And usually I don't really go with nose arts, but I like this one. I thought I'd go with it. The Gun and Gator. This is the Epic Chrome paint job. You can actually get this in the armory. It is one of those ones in which you do have to purchase with battlefield currency. But if you're like me, I do the weekly missions through the Tides of War. And some weeks, you know, you can get 100 BC 2 weeks in a row, so that's a total of 200. And I just save it basically, and once I get enough, after like maybe a couple months or something like that, just go ahead and get the skin I want. So, you know, if that's the way you want to do it, cool. And if you're the type of guy who wants to want to pay for it, hey, I get it. Alright, so let's take a look at my specialization tree. In order to get the defensive loadout, you have to go with the top left, and you basically start off with that armored fuselage. Now I get it, you know, a lot of you guys are totally sold on the whole thing of having 16 X 50 kg bombs, but if you're playing, you know, Grand Operations, Breakthrough, or even just regular Breakthrough against the American team, you have to keep in mind, you know, once you lose or actually win that third not third sector, but yeah, win the second sector and then move on to the third sector, and you're still in the air, you will not be able to respawn in the plane again. So for me, I wanted to be able to continue to fly, and it did make a difference, being able to have the extra 15%, you know, armor, if you will, to fight off, you know, AA guns, Flieger Faust, and so on. Now, of course, you know, if you got Flieger right to the face, you're not gonna survive it for the most part. But, you know, there was plenty of times I did get fleeged, and I was able to live through it. And I don't think I would have been able to live through it if I would have went with this particular loadout. I still managed to get monster kills, as you guys were able to see. And I just really think it's the loadout you want to use for, you know, these type of game modes like Breakthrough and so on, where you want to make it to the final sector. You know, I'm the type of guy that love to fly. I don't want to be on the ground those, you know, last two sectors. I want to be up in the sky and helping my team and doing bombing runs. And knowing that, the thing that's really cool about it is, you know, you finish off the British team's their planes, right? Right before it goes into the third sector. So if you do that, or you finish them off while it's the third sector, of course they're not going to be able to get any more air support. So you're basically the only guy flying around providing air support, and it's really cool. It's like the game rewards you for, you know, trying so hard to survive, and it makes the game fun, and yeah, it makes it challenging, and it's just a blast. So yeah, go with the armored fuselage. Here's the loadout for it. So of course, I went with the ring repair. I would have been totally fine with going with, you know, like the emergency repair instead of this, but you pretty much have to in order to sway over to this side. Of course, the next one's the passenger machine gun upgrade, and I would say, was it 95% of the time, when you get a guy in your 6, depending on his angle, right? If he's too high, then you probably use the F2 position. But if he's too low and you have climbed high enough where you put your nose up more, then you want to hit F3, because then you're on the bottom, which would be this gun right here, and you just, I don't know, the balance of the gun just seems a lot better, and the scope seems a lot better. It's the F3 position for this particular loadout, and this plane is just so much more superior compared to using F2, which would be up here. So, as you guys were able to see, was able to mow down plenty of, you know, like Spitfires, Mosquitoes, things like that, Blenheims, right? Pretty much with ease, you know, and mainly because of F3. So unless you have the most, you know, skilled tail gunner person with you in your squad, or it's a buddy of yours who's really good at being a tail gunner and understands like how you're positioned and how you fly, I hate to say this, but you pretty much want to go solo. You want to close up the squad so it's private, where nobody can join, and that way you can quickly go to F3 and get on this passenger machine gun upgrade. So, and of course, last, you know, the 4X 500 kg bombs is more than enough. You're still going to be able to rack up the monster kills. So there you have it. There's my loadout. I have tried, of course, you know, like the nitrous and stuff, but the thing I don't like about it is if you go with this other side, right? Because I was actually thinking about, you know, doing this side to get the air brakes and all that good stuff, but the problem is you have no choice but to get this, and unfortunately by getting the nitrous you cancel out your emergency repair, and then, you know, AA is just going to move you down, and yeah, not a good thing. This is a great defensive loadout. Highly recommend it. Trust me, you're not going to be missing the 50 kg bombs. Play those maps that I just showed you, and you should still rack up the monster kills, to be honest. So yeah, you'll like the armor fuselage. Trust me, you'll like the idea that, you know, Flieger Fausts aren't able to take you out super quick like normal. AAs can't just mow you down super quick. So there you have it. yeah, that's it again as far as the specialization tree. Really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I thought this was probably my, as far as monster kills including on an episode, not just focused on monster kills, I felt as though that this episode was the cream of the crop. I mean, 15 on Arras, multiple times I got, what, 12, 11, 10, was it many times 8, 9s, on as far as the bombing runs. You know, usually I only get those like on a monster kill video. This episode today pretty much felt like just a monster kill video from beginning to end. So really proud of this episode. I'm actually a pretty humble person, but I gotta admit this one was just, this is an awesome episode. So I know I promised that I was going to get that Stuka one out. I thought I had enough footage for it. Unfortunately I don't. I want to fine tune that one a little bit more. I also mentioned I was going to do a mosquito video. I do feel as though I almost have enough for that, so be on the lookout for that. And we're going to compare and contrast the JU88A with the mosquito on Grand Operations. I do have some really sweet footage with that mosquito that I do want to display, but for the most part, yeah, I think that's going to be wrapping up today's episode. So if you liked the episode, please, you know, hit that like button. If for any reason you didn't, it's okay. You can hit the dislike. Channel's still growing. If you have friends that are still, you know, Battlefield 5 fans or just Battlefield fans in general, I would really appreciate if you did share this with them. Of course, you know, as the saying goes, word of mouth definitely helps the channel grow. Helps anything grow, business grow, you name it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the most part. So, with that said, we're going to wrap things up. And if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and mention it. I know some people need some help with some tips on a few things, and I love helping you guys out with all this. So can't thank you guys enough for watching today's episode. And with that said, we will see you on the next one.